On this edition of Maury County Now, get an update on the changes at Ridley Park. Find out about the new exhibit at Pryor Art Gallery. Adam Southern takes us to the Memorial Building. And finally, find out about an award-winning dentist right here in Columbia. All this and more on this edition of Maury County Now. Hello and welcome to Maury County Now, Columbia and Maury County's magazine news show covering Maury County. Big changes are coming to Ridley Park. We spoke with Columbia Parks Director Matt Reagan and Columbia Public Works Assistant Director Jeff Dwyer about the changes and their economic impact.
Hi, I'm Matt Reagan, City of Columbia Parks and Recreation Director. I'd like to welcome you to Ridley Sports Complex, where we're currently working on addition of our 7 soccer fields, which we use as multi-purpose fields, which we use a variety of activities that can be played on rectangular athletic fields. It can also be utilized for roughly 30 acres of it can be utilized for recreation that can house special events and things of that nature. Our soccer fields will be, our mainstay of our soccer fields will be the 7 fields, one of which will be a championship field, which will have underland field drains, state-of-the-art. It'll house roughly 2,000 people, and it will be able to be played on if we had rain roughly in 2 hours. So it gives us a lot of competition level. It'll bring in a huge economic impact for the City of Columbia. Currently, we already have 7 tournaments booked for the 2018 season. That's maintaining that everything's ready to go. We expect it to house roughly anywhere from 20 to 25 tournaments a year and bringing in economic impact somewhere between $4 and $4.5 to $5 million to the City of Columbia. Currently, we're working with the City of Columbia's Public Works Department, and that work will roughly save the city about $750,000.
Hi, I'm Jeff Dwyer with the City of Columbia Public Works Department. We are currently working on the mass grading portion of the expansion to the Ridley Sports Complex. City staff, as well as city equipment and a few pieces of larger rental equipment are being utilized for this job. We anticipate completion of the grading portion of the project by late March or April, depending upon weather conditions. The expansion consists of 7 playing fields and a parking lot, as well as the construction of a restroom concession facility. Once the grading portion is complete, the bid process will begin for the placement of the finished playing surfaces, as well as underground utilities, paving the parking lot, and construction of the concession building. We are currently nearing completion on 3 of the 7 playing field surfaces. They are nearly to subgrade level, ready for the topsoil layer and finished playing surface.
We expect our economic impact in 2018 to be roughly about $4.5 million, which will roughly quadruple what we're currently generating. For more information on Ridley Sports Complex or programs offered by the Columbia Parks and Recreation Department, go on www.columbiatn.com.
The Pryor Art Gallery's latest exhibit is open to the public. We spoke to the curator of Pryor Art Gallery, Michelle Wilkinson, about the exhibit, Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Hi, I'm Michelle Wilkinson, curator of Pryor Art Gallery here at Columbia State Community College. This is our Columbia campus. And welcome to our Rock, Paper, Scissors Artisan Fair Show. I came up with rock, paper, scissors in my planning stages, earlier in the year. And often we are approached by artisans, in contrast to artists. And me saying that just tells you there's a very fine line between fine art and handcrafts. And I wanted to be able to highlight the craft aspect of what we have to offer here in our local area by fantastic artisans. Some of them actually are alumni here of Columbia State Community College, really going back as far as the very first year. 2 of those are Sydney McLean. She does amazing leaded glass work. It's positioned against the windows so that when the sun comes out, when it's not cloudy, it's quite a day, it will just sparkle and like jewelry. It'll be beautiful. And then we have Pitts Henson. He used to be a pediatric dentist turned potter. And matter of fact, we only have a few pieces of his because he's so popular now. He has no inventory, and that's a great position to be in. And then behind me, we have Lundy Cobb. He's developed his own spin on a craft I've never seen before. And that's taking Encyclopedia Britannicas, laminating them together, and then sculpting beautiful portraiture out of those pages. And we also have something that we've never shown before here, an everyday item in the horse trade. Mr. Brooker, he creates art forms out of spurs and bits. The inlay that he puts into them and the engraving is just spectacular. And then we have wood turner, Bill Sumner. He is very popular here in the community and does some beautiful, beautiful woodwork, wood turning, beautiful bowls, functional items, lazy Susans made out of beautiful slabs of wood with inlay of turquoise. And then we have our own Danny Ray. Danny Ray works here at Columbia Community College, helps keep everything absolutely spotless and helps me with just about every show that we have. And he also does functional wooden toys that actually have magnets that'll lift items. Children love his toys, and they end up to be pieces that people keep in their family for years to come. And last but definitely not least is Glenn Taylor. He goes into junkyards and recycles old tools and chains from bicycles and anything metal that he can pick up. He'll weld it together to create an art form that is filled with humor and interest. And a few of his pieces are in Nashville Airport. He's just selling one piece to 3rd and Lindsley. It's a beautiful guitar. And many of them light up in various different ways. Matter of fact, we have one piece that is of a stallion head that looks like our charger for Columbia State. And it's lit from behind. To find out more information about the show or anything else going on at Columbia State Community College, you can find us on the website at www.columbiastate.edu. Or you can contact me directly, which is 931-540-2883, or my email, which is mwilkinson, WILKINSON2 at columbiastate.edu. So thank you, and come to the show.
We'll be back with more Maury County Now after this.
If your home is losing energy, you're losing money. That's why there's eScore from TVA and your local power company. It's a 10-point program that looks inside your house to find and help you repair those places where your home is wasting energy, like inefficient lighting or an old water heater. It could be air escaping through your windows and doors, or through poorly insulated walls, or leaking through your ductwork, even out your attic. You could even be wasting energy with your refrigerator, your heat pump, even your washer and dryer. And all this wasted energy means that your house will struggle to keep the cold air out during the winter and the cool air in during the summer. To get started, register at 2escore.com. Select a TVA registered contractor and start making money-saving upgrades. Then we'll send a TVA certified advisor out to give your home a free energy evaluation, your eScore. And a higher eScore means that your house is as cozy, comfortable, and energy efficient as it can possibly be. So stop wasting energy and start living comfortably. eScore, brought to you by TVA and your local power company. Get started online at www.2escore.com.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And now, back to more Maury County Now.
The Memorial Building is a staple in downtown Columbia, but do you know its unique past? Here's Adam Southern on this edition of Historic Maury County.
Hello, I'm Adam Southern, and this is another edition of Historic Maury County. And today we're in the beautiful Memorial Building, standing on West 7th Street across from the Polk Home. I'm sure you've been in the Memorial Building before. This is the site of many pancake breakfasts and many community events. But it's also a very historic building. This building did not start out as an event center. This started out as the post office in Columbia. They built this in the early 1900s, from 1907 to 1908. And this opened as the post office. And if you're coming in the front entrance off of West 7th Street, you can kind of see the grandeur that this building once had, or it still has. It's a very beautiful building. But this also goes back and speaks to the prosperity of this county in the early 1900s. We've talked about this before. We had a new courthouse, a new depot, new post office, all within that first decade of the 1900s, the 20th century. And that's because this was a very wealthy county. Not only had agriculture made us rich, but phosphate. That is what really turned things around. Those people coming in, making millions off phosphate, the mineral rights, and then also processing those chemicals. That's what made this county such a wealthy place. And this is an example of that wealth, this new post office. Now, this served as the post office until the 1940s, when they built the federal building on Garden Street. And that building's still standing there. No longer the post office, but that's where the post office moved. If you talk to an older person, sometimes they call the Memorial Building the old post office, and that just goes back to its beginnings. But I've come to this building and I think of the library, because this is where the library started out. Well, I say the library started out. This was a former home of the library. The library was here from 1951 until 1968. And the library was only in the first 3 rooms of this building, where the Veteran Services office is now. So as you walk into the Memorial Building, go to your right, those offices were the home of the Maury County Library. So in 1968, they built the current library that we're in now, and that's where we've been ever since. But it's always like a homecoming every time I come to the Memorial Building here on 7th Street. Now, the library has changed a lot over the years, and currently we're going through another change. We're going through a facilities study and also a study of our services. And to do this successfully, we need to hear from you. So what you can do is, if you go to the library's website, maurycountylibrary.org, there's a link right there on the main page to take a survey. So please take a few minutes out of your day, take the survey, tell us what you think and how we can improve, what services you would like to see. We need to hear from you. So please take that survey and don't forget to come see me. Thank you.
Columbia is full of interesting and unique people. We spoke with Lauren Wilburn, DDS, about her practice and her recent award.
Hi, I'm Lauren Wilburn, owner of Columbia Family Dentistry. I am a Columbia native and have now set up my practice back in my hometown. I was the recipient of Nashville Lifestyle's Top Dentist in 2016. That's an award that your peers vote for, so that you get nominated and then your colleagues vote for who they think is one of the top dentists. And then the magazine features you, which is great, and then they have a reception for all the dentists together at the place of their choosing. I enjoy giving back to the community and being an active member here. We have done goodie bags for the kids at Columbia Academy and Zion several times, and also for some of the local churches. There's also Interfaith Dental Clinic, which is a nonprofit clinic in Nashville that I'm a big advocate of, and I volunteer there as well as give back to them. I think the one thing that people would want to know about me is that I'm a very caring and compassionate person. I love being around people. I've always been told that I have a great laugh and that I have a beautiful smile. which is great for my profession. It's good marketing. Amos is my Great Dane. He is 2 years old. I got him in November of 2014, and he is a blue color. He weighs about 180 pounds. It's like having a giant toddler. They have a cover search for Nashville Lifestyles, and it's usually at the mall every year, and I had seen it in the past. So when I saw it and was in town, I decided to take him, and he was the superstar, of course. So he automatically got the cover, which was really fun. We did a cover shoot at Cheekwood, which they don't allow dogs in the area normally. So that was kind of cool to be able to do that, and we got some really great shots of him there. To learn more about my practice, you can go to our website, which is www.columbiafamilydentistry.com. You can call us. Our phone number is 931-840-8890. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
To find out more information about any of the stories you've seen on this edition of Maury County Now, check out our website at maurycountynow.com and look in the show notes for more details. Maury County Now is produced by Columbia TNTV. From all of us here at the Maury County Now crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.